talking big, get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with their opponents.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
15 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier here on the road early, they got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run with Sanders. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Bucks.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucks take over 1st and 10.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession.
They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Buccaneers.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. With a chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Philadelphia.
They'll run with Sanders. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Tackled by...
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up second and
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
the attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Eagles.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
Now Sanders. Sanders, a first down, still going. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Ready for us.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Point conversion.
They'll turn to Sanders. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. I got one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check nine, check nine.
Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagle first down.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
On the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At their
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Caught by the tight end Hurts. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And Jeffrey's got it. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 47 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
49's the mark. Hey, come on up, come on up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Brady again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Brady to throw again. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here's 19. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his right. And this throw will be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Hurts fumbles it, and the Buccaneers have it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
On play action, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
Buccaneers 35. Eagles 32.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
39-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for his tight end Hurts. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterback.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
I'm going to come back to you. Hey, 66.
Now a play fake. Brady. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Complete to Mike Evans. 17 yards on the play.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down Buccaneers.
At the 39-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Complete.
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Sanders. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 32 yards. And the Eagles, if they hit the PAT, they will be in the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to
They'll turn to Sanders. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Throwing now is Brady. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another run here with Sanders. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's across for the touch.